from New York at the home of the Knicks, it's the NBA. A time-honored tradition, the NBA on 2K Sports, Sunday Night Hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. You take a look at the Celtics.
And the atmosphere is always electric in a rivalry matchup like this one. You gotta love it.
Yeah, they can say what they will about this being just another game. You can see it in their eyes. This is different.
Vassell outside. Off target from three-point range. Coach, this is a game we always look forward to. Pair of conference rivals going head-to-head, toe-to-toe. It should be a beauty.
Well, Kevin, you know, this is the NBA at its best. No need to hype this one up. This matchup provides its own hype, and you can hear the fans are as hyped up as we are.
And the Knicks with possession. To the middle. And it's George finishing it off.
And he may be in his 30s, but Paul George still has got a lot of bounce.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
And stolen by Song. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. New York on D. Harden inside the three-point line.
Well, look, that's another missed opportunity. 1 for 5 now from the field.
Pass to Curry. Down low. Here's Smith. And the dunk by Smith.
A gifted aerial artist. Smith loves getting to the hoop.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Here's George. And George with the stuff.
And holding nothing back there. George gives the dunk his all.
To the paint. Here's Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, Kevin. Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes, so don't worry about that. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, you're right. That is his superpower. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now here's Curry. Scoreless thus far. No good on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Back to Harden. And it's off from three-point range. For the finish. And it's Paul George with the finish.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Westbrook drives in. He gets it in there. Westbrook's got 7 points.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
Vassell, no good. And so Curry will bring it up for the New York Knicks, leading by 5. Back to Green. And Green slams it in.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Harden gets the bucket.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Curry looking it over. Another three for New York.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Harden outside. There's a screen by Robinson. Just 3 on the clock. And the rejection by Smith. And so it's the New York Knicks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because and hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Knicks.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
Curry with it. Here's Sabonis. Just 5 on the clock. And Smith with the stuff.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Harden, no good.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
Curry from 3.
A three-point specialist. Can't let Curry get any space to fire from the corner. That's a recipe for disaster.
That one goes in.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And you talk about the best center in the league. Sabonis certainly, Stan, is in that group.
He sure is, Kevin, the second Sabonis to be in that group. And look, this guy can do it all. He is one of the best passing bigs in the league. He's one of the best rebounding bigs in the league. And he can shoot the ball on the perimeter. A tough guy to deal with.
Outside for Curry. Screen by Smith. New York needs to get off a shot. Fires from the line. Julius Randle with the rebound. Celtics trailed by 9. Here's Robinson. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Robinson's got his first points of the night.
Good. I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. And Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his teammates.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Stan, the basketball term, finish the cut. What happens when you don't do that?
Well, 2 things can happen on that, Kevin. Number 1, when you don't finish the cut, you slow down and you take away a chance of getting a layup off the pass. And then the second thing is it leads to turnovers because of that, because the guy passing the ball is expecting you to continue your cut to finish it, and you don't. And the ball is thrown out in front and out of bounds in a lot of cases.
New York leading by 9. Pass to Sabonis. How about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball? Here's Kuzma. Healed outside. To the inside. Sabonis. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Celtics trailed by 9. Here's Russell. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And look at Russell bringing the intensity. He's stronger now, willing to mix it up inside no matter who's on it.
Three-pointer Hield. Rebounded by the Celtics. There's a minute 34 left in the second quarter. The wide open shot from Strus. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the looky like from three and capitalized.
Hield can't hit. Inside. And Sarr throws it down.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
Here's Hield. And just miss after miss right now. And here's Boston. Trailing by 2. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Nailed from three-point land.
And this is how confident Hield is. Knows he's capable of torching the D off the catch. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And stolen by Sarr. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's Strus missing.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Shot by Hield, nobody around. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Well, after a bad start, he looks like a different player right now.
And a member of the NBA 75 team, Anthony Davis is the rare franchise player, someone you build your entire organization around.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Seconds left. Curry can't get it to go. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Substitution on the court.
Knocks it loose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Knicks lead by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And the slam dunk by Sabonis.
A very physical player. DeMontis basically forced his way through the foul there.
New York shooting their first free throw of the night.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of it.
Over in the corner, Green. There's the drive. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And there's Draymond playing his forceful brand of basketball. And that's the only way he knows how to play.
He's off on the second. Harden left side. The kick out to Westbrook. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Stephen Curry.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
And so White will bring it up for the Knicks. We'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 11.
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
The Knicks leading by 9. Here's Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally insane.
And it's Strus missing. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Whoa!
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different. Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
And so it's New York with it. Here's George. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Smith outside. Lets it go from deep. A three-pointer is right on target. Smith's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, the closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you. Guys, back to you.
Staying dialed in. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And the big fella, Alex R, showing promise. Greg, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game, and has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
Back to Harden. Over George. Tips it. And Westbrook is right there. Westbrook's got 10.
Well, keeping Westbrook off the boards is obviously a challenge. He has the most rebounds for a point guard in NBA history.
New York moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Curry. Latrey drills it from outside. Curry's got a pair of threes now here in the 3rd for New York.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Celtics trailed by 20. Harden has a wide open look. Another miss by Harden.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Green. Outside, White. Three-pointer, and he's good on the 3-ball. Curry's got 20 points.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Here's the Celtics with the ball. It's Harden with the drive. Can't hit from in close.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
Back to Curry. Shot clock at 6. And it's slammed in by Smith.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Guys, straight power there. Straight power. Harden, no good.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Curry can't get it to go. Struz, thanks for 2. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Yeah, that's next level stuff from AD. He draws the eyes of the defense and then locates the open man.
Outside Curry. George sets a screen. Curry with the bounce pass. And George with the stuff.
Impressive mobility right there from George. He's fantastic at finding that space off the pick and roll.
It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive play.
And Green slams it in.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that. Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
New York calls timeout. They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Healed outside. The putback. It's Connect on the wing. Pass to McConnell. Back to Connect. Here's McConnell. Tries again. And he sinks the layup.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
All the way up. The beard. Well, those were 2 loud points.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their systems.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Harden. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Kuzma outside. Sabonis inside. Robinson with the block. And the call will be against Sabonis. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Harden. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
The assist.
Harden's got 6 in the quarter.
Look, that's an opportunity you don't pass up.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Knicks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Stephen Curry.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
Pass to Harden. Stolen by Connect. The 3. Anthony Davis with the rebound. 26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Harden can't hit. Outside, Sabonis. A 3-pointer off the mark. On the wing, Harden. And the 3 off target. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Celtics ball.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it, folks.